My name is Robert Karakoff. My firm is Triumph Law. We're based here in Folsom, California, and we handle almost exclusively auto crash cases. When defendant Gary Circle was driving down a local 4-lane road with a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, he was doing 86, and he was under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash. As he approached the intersection where the crash happened, another driver, another defendant in the case named Adam Bills, pulled out into traffic and stopped directly in front of the speeding driver, defendant Circle. That caused the speeding driver to have to take evasive action. He chose to turn to the right, and unfortunately, in doing so, ended up crashing into my client's house. As we needed to demonstrate what the perspective of the driver who was pulling out was, and how that related to the oncoming driver that was going too fast, and just give the jury a better overall perspective of how this crash actually happened. Because even though we had video from down the street, the animation helped bring all three of our ring videos together, as well as our accident reconstruction expert testimony about how this near miss between the two vehicles happened that resulted in the speeding vehicle crashing into the plaintiff's house. There were three visuals that we ended up using from DK Global for the trials. The first animation that we used, the accident reconstruction animation, we wanted to show the jury exactly what happened, to bring all the pieces of evidence together in one place. With the sternum repair surgery, we wanted to show how severe the actual injury was. Mr. Williams' sternum had broken completely in two, and the injury was so severe and unusual that his surgeon, nearly 4 years after the crash, still specifically remembered the injury and the procedure that she performed. We used the third DK Global animation with respect to Mr. Williams' forearm. That was broken in two in the crash. The doctors tried to treat that conservatively with a splint, but the forearm never healed. So ultimately, a surgeon was required to go in and fuse those two bones together with a plate and screws. And the animation that DK Global prepared allowed us to talk to his doctor who performed that surgery on the stand, and allowed the surgeon to explain why the repair was done and how it was done. But I like to use the animations as much as possible because we've all heard that saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I could describe this every which way from Tuesday, but the animation is just going to show it. And if I do both of those things together, it's certainly going to stick better than just maybe a visual alone, or certainly more than just describing the incident with words alone. The outcome of the case was a jury verdict in the amount of $6.5 million. Using DK Global animations before trial, it lets the defense lawyers who we haven't worked against before know that we are ready to try this case and we are prepared to do so. And the earlier I can get the animations complete and ready to go, the stronger that message is. Whether it's an accident reconstruction animation or a surgical animation, it allows the jury to see what happened rather than just hear what happened. This was something that was useful for the case and that was a really high quality product. It's always easy to work with DK Global. Definitely looking forward to more cases and more animations from the company.